So the issues in the U.S. and essentially the global politics as well. No one knows how to deal with it. Since 2013, I have been voicing the concern for the lawlessness to every layer of the U.S. institutions. For example, it was 2013, 2014, I contacted the DOD, IG or GI, General Inspector General. I contacted the local city police. The reason is every year someone died at my work, and I was facing the same problem as well: suicide risk and other persecution that lead people to commit suicide or retaliate by killing everyone else. Every year someone died, but you don't hear about that in the news. And where is this? Patrick Air Force Base, Satellite Beach, West Melbourne, Florida. In 2013, Tech Sergeant Clark shot himself, left a wife and 2 daughters. And why? A lot of people say there are no one that is responsible, but I tell you, there are people who are responsible because they are the same one who pushed me to the limit. So the police say it's not in the jurisdiction, so they do nothing. Okay, they did nothing. I went to Congressman Bill Posey. I went to Congressman Bill Nelson. I contacted the Attorney General of Florida, which is Palm Bondi, the best lawyers on the planet for doing nothing. Then I contacted the Armed Force Committee. I contacted Hillary Clinton, the White House, Obama, but I have to go through the White House for Obama. I contact the Attorney General for other states as well, Atlanta, Georgia. I contact personal individuals such as I think Tiffany Pham in Winter Haven, Florida, North Orlando. I figure she's the same age as me. She's Vietnamese. She might care about the country as much as I did, as well as care about the Vietnamese being persecuted or Asian hate. But she did nothing. I tried again with Trump. I tried again with Biden. Nothing was working. So I have so many years, and before I started this in 2013, I have already faced the situation with the ridiculousness since 2012. About 12 months, I had to figure out what the hell was going on. What do I do? Right now, all of the world is wondering, what do we do? How do we deal with Trump? In America, they are also wondering, how do we deal with Trump? What is this and what is the plan? I didn't work for Donald Trump, but I worked for someone very similar, almost 100% match. His name was John Sutton. He would say one thing, and you would repeat it back to him to confirm, and he would deny that he said it. Basically, constant gaslighting. He doesn't know what he's doing. He don't have any plan, but he always attack you if you dare to question it. Right. So, for example, we have a military network which is locked behind 2 keys. We have the password, of course. We also lock the cabinet, the server rack. We also lock the door of the office that's in, and the local Thai are not allowed to enter. So this boss, who is 20 years U.S. Air Force, possibly making chief if I didn't intervene, he shows up to work 2 hours late, watches movie for 2 hours lunch, then take off 2 hours early. So I don't know how you want to describe that kind of work ethic. He uses the government vehicle to go to parties with alcohol. So of course, when he's driving home, it's driving under the influence as well. He steals from the morale fund. Um, this is ridiculous. A senior military commander stealing petty stuff like $10, $5, alcohol, T-shirts, used for morale purposes. I don't know how to explain that. It's just really ridiculous. Imagine your mom and dad stealing your college money or stealing money from your college fund. It's just really sad. He tried to bribe the consulate general with $3. So he invited the consulate general of Chiang Mai to boondoggle, basically take a field trip. So we took a day off. The consulate took a day off, and we take a field trip, basically wasting government money. So we climbed a lot of mountains, and basically the old shoes broke off, right? So we stopped by to buy the guy a new pair of slipper. My boss here, John Sutton, offered to pay for the slipper for this consulate general, U.S. government official. And then he told the told us the budgeting people that he want us to use the Air Force money to pay for this $3 slipper for this consulate general. It was the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Everyone was kind of shocked. Like, why are you trying to bribe this guy with a $3 slipper and then use government funding to fund that $3 bribe? Can you not just pull your $3 out of your pocket? It's really ridiculous. And then because I'm Asian, he find that I should not be respected. So he want to do a lot of things that causes everyone to see that I am unimportant. Pushing, bullying, insulting, humiliating situations. I had to write a 26-page report explaining how he goes about doing this. So anyway, he touches me a few times, not just one time, not two times, but multiple times. So I finally, had to escalate the situation. I had spoken to him about not touching me, but he don't care. So I email him and CC the second in command, and then he get upset. He's like, okay, noted. As in, like, what? Are you gonna stop? Are you gonna apologize? No, he just said noted. Like fuck you, kind of noted. And then I get a call at 5 p.m. saying, report to office tomorrow in service dress. So he's trying to retaliate using whatever stupid shit that he could come up with his small brain. The next day I show up in service dress. He had us do open rank with 3 people. And I told him, you can't do open rank with 3 people. And if you know what open rank is, you know you can't do it with 3 people. So anyway, he had us stand at attention in his office to listen to him, where he tell us his complaint about everything. He's saying that he's not getting the respect he deserves. I don't know what he was saying. He doesn't have any incident or such as that. He say with his rank, he should be able to say anything that he wants, and we just have to deal with it. That was his speech. And then he also want us to know that this is not a democracy. This is his kingdom. Okay, so after this stupid meeting, I told the second in command, look, did you hear what he said? I want this in writing. And the second in command brushed it out, like, oh, I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. He doesn't mean it. So everything that you see right now with Trump talking in public and then everyone else saying, you know what, Donald Trump doesn't mean it. I have dealt with that for 12 months. I cover what I could, but there's a lot of things that no one can cover, because he would say what he wants. He would do what he wants. And he doesn't really have that much knowledge of the law and what is legal, what's not legal, what can and cannot be done, what should and should not be done. As far as morality goes, I don't believe there is any shred of morality to talk about. So when the world is still being disoriented, I have been talking about this for 10 years. I wrote letter to the president of Ecuador about the ridiculousness. I wrote letters to the president of China, the president of Russia. It's like, this is an existential crisis. The American are allowing this type of things to happen. We might say, oh, this is just one guy. No, it's not one guy. This country, the most powerful country with the most powerful military, with the most nuclear weapons, is tolerating and now promoting in public hate crimes, violence, terrorism. There might be some reason for it, and we could talk about it in an academic sense, but that would be counterproductive. We have to know that this is something that is happening. It's real. It's dangerous. It's dangerous for all of American. It's dangerous for the country itself. It's dangerous for everybody on the planet. And the people who have the power and the responsibility and the duty to do something about this are not doing something about this. They are completely disoriented. They cannot make a decision on what to do. They don't know what to do. They cannot act. And by the time they realize that they cannot talk about this and they need to take action, it would be too late. It has been too late for various people. Anyway, not to bring it up, so there are people who can never do anything about this now. It's too late for them. But for the people who are alive, they can still do something about this situation. The American, the Congress people, the military leadership, the leadership of other nations. There's a lot of things that they can do and should be doing, but they need to orient themselves to the reality here. We're dealing with a situation that have not happened in the past. All of the patterns of yesterday doesn't apply today. All of the best practice, all of the tools that works in the past does not work today. What are the tools of the past? Diplomacy, negotiation, finding common place, making contract. But how can you make contract with someone that do not honor contract? How do you discuss justice with someone who have no regard for law? How do you reach an agreement with someone who would say one thing today and the opposite thing tomorrow? I don't believe there is a way. So Americans are still trying to figure this out. They cannot deal with the reality. The government, the leadership of the US is unable to figure this out. The military is unable to figure this out. Everyone's just trying to protect their ass. CYA. I'm not involved. I didn't say that. I'm not part of this government. Bullshit. You are part of the government. The only people who have half an excuse, because I don't accept the excuse, are the people who resign. Like, for example, the State Department has some people who resign because the State Department refused to acknowledge the genocide in Gaza. So these people go, I am not going to be a part of this, so I resign. But currently, how many military people have resigned? How many government officials have resigned? If they have not severed the official relationship, they are still part of the machine that is committing all these crimes. And I say crimes because eventually it will be treated that way. Most criminals, they win for a few years, at the most 10 years. Then after 10 years, what will happen? Let's say the ICE and the terrorists win, okay? So let's say ISIS or ICE, whatever, win. They take over US. They can't run the United States of America. They don't have that capacity. They don't have the mental capacity. They don't have what is required. So they're gonna run it like a terrorist organization. So what are terrorists good at? Terrorizing, killing, kidnapping. Do you know what happened to a large group of people whose call to fame is kidnapping and shooting defenseless people? Um, they're gonna do that to each other. Once I'm gone, and all the black people gone, all the brown people gone, and let's say all you have left is a KKK. Do you think they're gonna be able to live in peace with each other? No. They will start killing each other and each other family, children's, and the whole country, the whole society is just in collapse. And no one is involved other than themselves because they don't know how to run a community, they don't know how to run a country, and this is very obvious. But some people are very slow at finding this out because the U.S. has so much resources, so much advantages. So even though we have a few people destroying the country, but the other one who are not as stupid are still propping it up, covering it up. But it's like covering a fire with paper. The paper will just get burned. So I have a lot of experience and 10 years to meditate on what is going on. And right now I'm trying to share it and hopefully gain a few more listeners. And of course my goal is to get people to interact with me, ask me questions. What have I learned in the 11 years that I worked for the US Air Force? What have I learned working in top secret environment? What have I worked in like one of the top 1% of the US? There's a lot that I could share. But you know, everyone has values. They have different values that they find. So if you have a questions that you think you could benefit from asking an 11 years veteran of U.S. Air Force, drop me a questions, a line, a comment. When I get to it, I'll make another answer. Thank you.